truly African.
Well, hello there. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Lovely Wednesday evening. Lovely weather. Nice chilled, weather. I'm excited to be here. I hope that you're excited to have us in your homes this evening, bringing you another edition of the book review edition of the show. So we are concluding on Mom and Me and Mom, this book by Maya Angelou. The first time we tried to summarize and sort of have a general conversation around the book. The next time we did characterization, got us into very interesting conversations, but today our plan is to conclude. Actually, today we conclude. Today we conclude on this book. And today we will try to deal with more characterization and then the themes of the book. Please do hit us up. Let's know from you how you've enjoyed this book with us. That is if you have, and if you haven't too, it'll be interesting to hear your thoughts, on this book. Of course, I do this with my squad, my lovely ladies. Akua.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, Akua, we need more of them. Hi. And Hilda.
Hi.
It's great to see you ladies again.
Good to see you, Amma.
Good to see you. Okay, so any characters you want us to talk about before we get into the themes? Any characters that you want to particularly mention?
It'll be interesting to start off with this guy, but the father, the favorite father. Should we talk about him?
Which
I don't know his name.
Yeah, the Maya's stepdad.
Yes.
Yeah.
The last
Cledel?
one. No.
Is it Jackson?
No, he does he have a name?
He had a name. Let me look for it.
He was the
But
last.
yeah, let's start with that one.
The last in the list of the Vivian Baxter.
Well, the last in the book. But something interesting happens with him when Vivian calls Maya for her to talk to him about something. Should we talk about that?
Yes,
We should. It's an interesting way to start the show today. It's very
Definitely not a macro topic.
Yeah, you should warn viewers that it's it's not PG, so yeah.
My ladies can't find it. Found it?
I can't find his name though, but she just calls him Papa.
Okay.
Which tells you a lot though, because she doesn't call any of the other men Papa, but she calls him that.
Right.
So maybe it's a testament to, she actually calls him her favorite stepfather. Yeah. And so she said they have a bond and she likes him very much. And so maybe that's why Vivian feels comfortable asking her to talk to him about how he starves her. Because he's had a stroke and is afraid that if he does anything that he'll bring on another stroke. And maybe we should come back to this when we've gotten a bit.
But you see, for that character,
Right.
I think that he treated Maya well. 'Cause for Maya, we've seen quite a number of stepfathers in Vivian's, in Maya's life, but for that particular character, which we've all forgotten his name, Maya calls her favorite. Especially when Maya has not had much of what's it called, father figures being so positive, in her own father taking her through so much. And for that one, you could see they had a bond, that if Maya had her way, it would have gone the long haul. And it tells us of the fact that it's not only about mothers, children can also have awesome relationship with their fathers as well. And the same role is what sort of what's his name again? Angelou, my least favorite. Tosh
with Guy.
With Guy. The fact that you didn't father the child, but they stepped in that role and played it so well that the children were fond of them and had so much to say, that Maya had to be called in to speak to the stepfather was also a very, because the mom I can't.
Wouldn't that be a plus for absenteeism? In that it's able to see the person as a full human being and not as your mother.
In a way, you can put it that way, because I mean, Maya.
Because then she's a full human being.
She's a full human being, you know.
But if it's your mother, it's your mother. I mean, how can my mother?
She came with her own personality, and Maya had to grow to accept that personality. So she took her, you know, from even the name change and all those things.
Right. The cultural setup be part of.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
But even in societies, I don't know that mothers will talk to their kids about having issues with their fathers. I don't know if, I think it's still cringeworthy in any culture. I mean, there are limits to what you're willing to talk about with your parents, or your parents should say to you. I think it's still cringeworthy. But then again, like you're saying, maybe the decade of absence made their relationship a bit different from what a traditional mother-daughter relationship would be.
Should be.
But I have a question though. Right. As parents, how much physicality. Like, I mean, we're also human beings, so it's okay if our kids see us hugging, for instance. In our culture, we sort of refrain from all
PDA.
Yes. Is it okay to let our kids know that we are human? I don't know.
I have, you know, there's a I don't know how to describe, but my uncle and his wife, and I remember very well growing up and visiting their home and seeing them hugging and kissing, and it left such a beautiful impression with me that I wanted something like that. You know, I remember very well, and both places, you know, my uncle in London and his wife, and my uncle in Ghana and his wife. You know, so anytime I went to my uncle in Ghana and his wife's home, they were very affectionate, physically affectionate. I remember that. And then the uncle in London and his wife were also very physically affectionate. I remember that also. And I remember just saying, and that wasn't the situation in my, I don't remember well, I've seen them take a picture together when my dad is, you know, but I don't remember, no, I don't. You know, so that left, and their kids were fine. And didn't care. But I was just like, what's going on here the first time, right? But their kids were just going on because they were used to it. Like their parents kissing, you know. So they were just going on. But I remember just seeing it and sort of and thinking, wow, you know. And I remember thinking, I want this. I want this. So from that experience, I would say that it's a positive.
I totally agree. I think it's a positive thing.
I would say it's a positive.
Yeah, I feel that when children see the love that their parents share, it urges them on. I know sometimes when I go and give my husband a hug or something, the way they will,
or something,
you know,
we're interested in the something.
Seriously. No, the way if the kids are around, the way they are like happy, you know.
Right.
So I think it's positive, because they see that they are not just two human beings we call mommy and daddy, but these people they connect, you know, because I think it would be rather strange that you would be hugging and kissing your children and they don't see it being reflected, you know, and between parents. I think that rather will be odd, you know, to some extent. But if there is about, and then you are teaching them the boundaries and then everything, I think that it's safe. And just like you, I think I experienced this in someone's home, and I was like, oh, I want this. I gotta have this, you know. I gotta have this. My husband doesn't like PDA, so sometimes it's like, but you know, I have these friends that you go out and the way they are with each other, I'm like, oh gosh, this is so nice. You know, I want the whole world to know that we are into each other, and I think it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, but if the person that you are with is not like that, I don't think you should force it. You can keep it indoors. Like Maya, keep it. I give it at home and all that. But
it's still PDA, just private.
Yes, the PDA will be private, it's not public. Yes. So I think it's a beautiful thing. And you see, with that, then the children also grow up knowing that something like that exists, and then they also have, you know, and they will know that we can't do it with other people, because of course they ask questions. That I remember there was this time that the children were watching a cartoon, and nowadays some cartoons have become very interesting. And I didn't know they had changed the channel. I came and then this cartoon, the prince was, Mommy, so they said we can't kiss people on their lips. So why is this prince kissing this one on the lips? So I had to then do the whole education thing. So I believe that when we engage from home in a safe environment, and then we teach them the right way to do things, they grow up to understand it better.
Right. Definitely. Okay, any other characters?
No, I was just going to make a comment though about step parents and the kind of influence that they have on children. That when you look at Guy and Tosh, for instance, and then Maya with the different fathers. That my question would be that at what point are you sure, if you're a single parent, to bring in a step parent to make it official? And well, even if these are the two biological parents, at some point parents do get divorced. So what are the effects on a child who...
I think it will have a great big effect on the child. A very, very big one. Whether divorce or whether you are bringing somebody in. And it depends on how the person is introduced into the family. I lost my dad when I was very young. So obviously my mom needed to bring somebody, you know. And I don't know, but she managed it well. I think she managed it well. We had our differences, but my stepdad is one of the people that I also hold dear, you know, yes, because I can call him and complain about my mom. I mean, when he wasn't there, there was nobody that I could call. But if it's not done right, I think that it becomes a whole big issue. So it depends on the way, you know. I think last week we were talking about easing the people into it, making them understand, you know, the circumstances and why you are taking the decision that you are taking. And sometimes we feel that children are very young, so they don't understand.
No, they do.
But they do. They do. I think that I thank my mom, you know, as young as we were. I mean, I wasn't that young. But I think she took her time to talk to us about it, discuss with us, my brother and I, and then sort our opinion. She didn't take it all, but at least she made the effort. And I feel that every child deserves that, because it makes the other person coming in also feel accepted. You know, also feel accepted, and then
I think also importantly, it makes the children feel like they have some power.
Yes.
Like all power has not been taken away from them. You're saying that she didn't take everything, but you did have a say.
Oh yes, we did have a say.
You had a say.
Yeah, we did have a say.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Okay. So I'm calling for a break now.
Hey, right now?
No.
Why are we going on break?
We are going on break.
Okay.
We are going on break. When we come back, more characters.
No, let's just
spoke
jump
about
into
Loretta.
Who is Loretta?
I find her exciting. The man's small girl wife. Bailey's
Oh,
small girl. Oh, you don't find
you
her
want to
exciting?
talk about her?
It looks like she's not worth of you ladies are just
Yeah, because I don't know why you have to be
Bring
nasty
her
to
in.
somebody's child just because it's not yours. So I don't want to talk about her.
I wanted to talk about her.
But maybe she herself is insecure.
There we go. So we have a lot to talk about when we come back. Stay with us. We'll be right back.